Hey guys, how's it going? So, Voyager Digital, they're having their earnings coming up here very soon. I think, there's a possibility, just a possibility, may not even happen, that after the earnings report, we could have a small little pump in their stock. You could take advantage of that to sell out your stock and hope that stock goes back and maybe buy some stock at a lower price, because at the end of the day the stock and the company are separate entities. uh the stock is dictated by investors buying and selling, while the company is uses the stock to raise capital, maybe acquire stuff to continue their growth strategy, and hopefully, with proper execution and investors seeing that, the money floods back into the stock, rewarding the company for proper execution. But that's really up to investors to pump the stock, not like retail. Retail could do it, but it's not the regular retail investors, it's the day traders. Unless, but then if day traders come in, it would create huge amount of volatility or big money. So what one of the two scenarios, bunch of day traders get excited about the stock, comes in, pumps the stock up, or you know, big money decides to come back in, institutions, hedge funds come back in and pumps the stock to the moon. Those are the only two scenarios that would cause the stock price to go up, in my opinion. Regular retail investors that buy maybe 1,000, 2,000 shares, they're not gonna move the stock. And people who buy and hold, not really. The people who buy like hundreds of thousands of shares, they're the ones that, and a lot of them, those are the guys that really move the stock at the end of the day. So that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. This is not a meme stock at all. At least for now, anyways. Maybe once it gets onto the Nasdaq, maybe become a meme stock. But this stock has strong fundamentals. Their revenue for the coming quarter is $107 million, at least $109 million. I have no. My biggest question for Voyager Digital, when I'm hoping this comes up. I don't know if, I'm not going to personally phone in and ask a question, but I'm hoping somebody comes out and asks a question where if they're going to buy back their stock at these current prices, because Voyager Digital has issued a 5% stock buyback, and they have not bought back a single share yet because they were using the money to acquire Quantify. And now that they finished, maybe they're going to acquire more companies, and they want to use the money efficiently, and they don't want to use the money to buy back stock. Who really knows at the end of the day what Voyager's thinking? But uh, you know, they do have a 5% buyback, stock buyback. So would like to see them start buying back this stock. They truly think their company's undervalued. So that's my biggest question. The second one is the Nasdaq listing. I honestly, I think Nasdaq listing might matter. It might, because you know Nasdaq has more liquidity than the OTC market. Unfortunately, there's pre-market trading and after hours trading, and OTCs doesn't really have that. And on top of that, people just generally feel more comfortable with Nasdaq listings. And then with a Nasdaq listing, there's also possibility of option trading, and with option trading, there's a reason for people to pump the stock, so so people can go in. Like, there's reason for volatility in the stock because then people can come in and start trading options. They can buy and sell call options, and that could create volatility in the stock. And right now the stock doesn't really seem to have too much volatility, but with Nasdaq listing, there could be possible option trading. Option trading is equal to volatility. So we'll see what happens. But I think Nasdaq listing is probably in 2022. Probably won't happen this year. Who knows? Maybe we'll get surprised and it'll happen, in November or in December. It's possible. For me personally, I think that if you hold out long enough and you wait until they get onto the European exchange, I think the stock will get pumped to $20, at least $20, 20 maybe $20 US. So that's what I think could happen once they get into the European exchanges. But that's only my opinion. It sucks that they can't get on there now, but Voyager wants to make sure that when they do launch into the European exchange and they do get a huge influx of customers, they can handle the load and they don't have to have problems like with what they had when they got a huge amount of customers back in January and February of this year. So I think that's what they want to make sure will happen. That's why they're not rushing it and trying to get the app out quick. And another thing, another reason why I think Nasdaq listing is important for Voyager is because Voyager does pretty good when it comes to quarterly earnings. They're generating $100 million. Sorry, they're generating $100 million. The quarter that's coming up, and then the quarter after that is about 67. And as long as crypto is, as long as they keep gathering customers and they keep generating revenue, maybe one day they could generate enough, the same amount of revenue as SoFi. SoFi, $231 million of revenue. There's a possibility Voyager could generate the same amount of money as SoFi. SoFi right now currently has a market cap of $16.45 billion. Voyager has a market cap of $1.51 billion. SoFi has a 10x market cap over Voyager. So that's why I like Voyager, because the market cap's so small that it can easily get pumped to the moon. And Yahoo Finance gives it a 1 year estimate of $25.61. I think these prices are buying opportunities. I mean, it could go down further, but the lower and lower and lower it goes, the stronger of a buying opportunity it becomes. Funware got pumped all the way up to $17 a day because of news of Donald Trump. Look at the huge amount of trading volume. 647 million shares traded on Funware. That's why I think it's important for Voyager to get listed on the Nasdaq, because when they get listed on the Nasdaq, earnings is going to cause huge influx of volume in the stock price, my opinion only. And when they expand into Europe, that's going to cause another huge influx of volume into their stock price. So, I believe in this company. I believe in the CEO. I think, they're a growth company too. Like, every month that passes by, they get more and more customers, and they get more and more people depositing money into their platform. At the beginning of the year, they had maybe less than $1 billion of crypto assets on their balance sheet. Now, according to Steve, they have over 5 billion crypto assets on the platform, and every quarter it's like, another $1 billion worth of crypto assets gets deposited into their platform. And once they expand to Europe, that could, that could significantly increase, maybe like 3 billion of crypto assets per quarter onto their platform. And pretty soon they could be, holding, 20-30 billion dollars worth of crypto assets on the platform. It's sometime in 2022. You know, growth beast, man. I think Voyager's a growth beast. I think Voyager is, Steve is smart by doing a lot of interviews. It gets more people exposure to Voyager, and more accounts signing up, more, so we'll see. I mean, I'm a bull on Voyager, especially at these prices. But unless big money or day traders or somebody comes in and pumps it to the moon, the stock's gonna be stuck at $9, $10. Creates opportunity for people who don't have as much money to buy stock at cheap and hope big money comes in and pumps it. We'll see what happens. Big money or day traders, one of the two. Anyways, that's it for the video. I don't really have too much to say. I mean, I think Funwords is a pump and dump, but that's the important part of like, I don't really care if Voyager is a pump and dump. Things happen in the market. Day traders came in, pumped it. People who hedge funds that pumped it earlier probably took a huge amount of profit when they got pumped to $17 a day. Will it continue to get pumped? I think Funwares right now is kind of connected to Donald Trump's back. If Donald Trump's back gets pumped, I think Funware will get pumped with it. That's just how I think this stock will work for now. So and the company's being quiet. They're not saying anything. Of course, they're not going to be like, oh, it's not true. We're not working with Donald Trump, because the stock would fall. And why would they do that, right? Why would they come out and not confirm that they're not working with Donald Trump? They're going to keep it quiet. They're going to let the speculators pump their stock because, they want the stock price to go up. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, and have a great day. Bye.